Blessed is the man who expects nothing, for he shall never be disappointed, was the ninth beatitude. Meaning, expectation in and of itself is an obstacle, an impediment not for the individual man or woman, not only in individual growth, progress, learning, but also something that makes the tomorrow impossible and restrains the today and makes all other happiness, potential, power, talent, and the realizability of all these powers, talents, conditions, and the achievement of more goals, meeting of ends, successes remains absolutely unattainable, inaccessible, incomplete. Not because we're not good, or we just don't have any talent, skills, knowledge, intelligence carried into our lives, but because of our expectancy, desire, demand, not from ourselves, but from the others, to provide ourselves with validation, happiness, meaning, approval, recognition. When we could do all that for ourselves, we could validate ourselves, we could always provide ourselves with all that we ever deserve and want from ourselves, and that is validation, approval, attention. Because when we validate ourselves, when we have the capacity to approve ourselves for both good and bad, success and failure, and the power to own our mistakes and failures in itself is invincible. When we are able to provide ourselves with recognition, talent, approval, validation, then we're always going to expect that from ourselves and not from the others. Because the moment we expect from the others, we lose anyways, and the others win. And the moment we give in to anger, aggression, the moment we're aggressive, we literally have become victims of the unconscious shadow projection and the obviously unconscious poison of the collective. They have projected their basically repressed desires, unresolved traumas, and unintegrated shadows upon ourselves, and we have directly fallen victim and prey to that kind of projection because our shadows are not integrated, because our trauma is not recognized, because it's unrealized and unmet. So obviously we are to blame anyways. And expectancy is problematic. Expectation, desire, want, possession, wealth, aggression, validation, arrogance are all very problematic qualities and conditions in human life which should not be practiced by anyone or anything in the world if they have this kind of knowledge. So, expectancy, obligation are all slavery. The more we expect, the more we victimize ourselves in one way or another. The more we expect for pleasure, lust, want, riches, validation, the more the others are going to domesticate us, the more we're going to be prohibited, punished, domesticated, subjugated by the external authorities, outside powers, malicious organizations because of our expectancy. And obligation is slavery and not independence, freedom, liberation from anything, anyways. So, blessed is the man who has no